Hey folks, I'm back with ancient cosmology, and so yeah, come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. So I've been studying this Poverty Point place, and so yeah, I guess as I was showing last time, we have these, we have this, 4,000-year-old megalithic site. Um, well, I guess not megalithic, but mega something. Mega earthic. Lithics are just stones. But, so I think it's based on this bear shape here and these ears here. So that's why they built it here. To study and view and honor and preserve this shape. And then this shape is nearby in Delhi, Louisiana. They're both in Louisiana. They're both on this Bayou Macon or Macon. And this is the lake between them, which is considered, I guess, part of Bayou Macon. Or Macon. I think it's like the modern people call it Macon, but it probably used to be called Macon in the French. So yeah, Göbekli Tepe seems to have been built here due to this swan shape or whatever kind of bird that is. And then this is this lake between them that seems to be shaped also like a bear. These could be in two iterations of the same creature. This could be another iteration of them, or this could be like their child or some other bear. Yeah. Shaped like Winnie the Pooh, that one. This one's kind of shaped like Winnie the Pooh's nose and stuff. And so yeah, this is them with this between them, and then this is this bear that's right here. That seems to be a microcosm on top of the macrocosm, like a miniature model of the landscape within the landscape. So, I put an eye just to make it a little clearer, but, it's like this is its butt, this is its ear, this is its nose, this is its paw, or, some kind of front appendage, front limb, arm or paw or whatever. Marston mounds are built right on top of the head of this one. So this is stuff I already showed last time, but I wanted to get more into the fact that it's clearly man-made, or at least man-augmented, this bear shape. Because this was the last part of this that I found, Let's see, this shows... What the hell does this show? This shows how close to that lake that Poverty Point is. Like, there's the lake right here under this line. And, no natural lake probably has this straight of a bank. So my guess is the ancients were tweaking with the water and then the moderns kind of picked up where they left off and probably made it worse, but worked with some of the ancient systems. And then this shows the other iteration, the one at Delhi, Louisiana, that has a highway going over its face. Shows how close it is to this lake kind of thing and to Marsden Mounds. Marsden Mounds often listed as being part of Delhi, even though I think it might be technically outside the city limits. So yeah, here you go. There's the Delhi bear, the lake bear, and then the Poverty Point bear. So they're all in this relatively small stretch of land. So this is comparing this bear, which seems to be like a microcosm of this larger bear, because it's on its back and it's in the same kind of position with its like butt in the air and its nose in the air and its paws out front. So it seems to be similar maybe to this, like this is Delmarva Peninsula in the East Coast, you know, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Here's where DC is, somewhere in here. And so I think that this shape here faced this way is like a backwards version of that, of like the Chesapeake Bay area and Delmarva and whatnot, that basically this is pointy part is, you know, a backwards version of Delmarva Peninsula coming down, and then this part in here is a backwards version of the Chesapeake Bay in here, and then this part down here is a backwards version of, you know, I guess Virginia or North Carolina and stuff in here. So that makes sense. I mean, this is still pretty huge. This is like entire mountains are in this. This is in like Altoona or might be Altoona. It's in like western Pennsylvania. So yeah, that might be the same technology they're using here as having a microcosm inside the macro landscape. So this just is to show that it clearly is man-made, you know, that you clearly have, I mean, even though like it's mostly delineated visually by the forested area, and the trees don't go quite to the edge of this, but like, you know, this is clearly a man-made structure, like this ridge here, and then it seems to continue here and here, and then it comes down here and goes along there. That, you know, I mean, along here it's a little more less visible, but certainly at the parts where it's most visible, like basically here, it's very clearly a man-made structure. And yet it's not listed on any kind of map of the site. It's just treated as, oh yeah, there's the trees. So here you go. You've seen it here first, folks, unless you've seen it somewhere else, in which case tell me about that. But so basically it seems like I've discovered a new part of this complex, this mound complex. So yeah, here's the bigger bear with its ears here. One of the ears they fucked up by putting this visitor center and parking lot and stuff here in modern times. But then here's the smaller bear right on its back. And then these are kind of the main parts of the site, like these rows of ridges. But there are also other mounds. And so yeah, this is like a road that goes right through the site, because it's like what modern people did is they just took all the ancient sacred roads and turned them into like highways and stuff because they were there. They're like, oh look, a road, let's make it a freeway. But yeah, so the fact that like these things, they go along and then they stop before this. These are the rows of ridges. Then here we have like basically like a Stonehenge, but basically like a wood henge, like a circle of wooden posts, wooden poles that were probably carved and painted, but we don't have the actual poles. We just have the holes where they used to be. So they probably, it was probably like a map of the Earth and cosmos, just like Göbekli Tepe is, and probably Stonehenge. But I think it's significant that it's this close to not only the larger bear, but the smaller bear replica or whatever, the model. And again, it's very clear that at least, I haven't found these shapes necessarily on the rest of it, although it does seem like the rest of it is raised up significantly above the surrounding area. But this specific ridge might just be for the head, just to